Alright, this mower right here wouldn't start. So the first thing that I did was I removed the bowl off the bottom of the carburetor, way down here. And once I did that, I noticed that the fuel was not draining out of the fuel tank. And it should drain out once that bowl's removed. All the fuel should drain out of the tank. And it wasn't. So then I removed the fuel line and undid it right here. And once I disconnected that, I blew air through the top of this right here with an air compressor, and I cut my hand over it, and then all the fuel was spraying out the bottom of this right here. So that basically told me that the outlet screen on the fuel tank was not clogged. Then I stuck the air compressor inside this hose right here when it was disconnected, and I was blowing into the carburetor, and I noticed all the air was blowing out of this tube, and I stuck my hand underneath this right here because I had the bowl removed, and I noticed that the air was not blowing through the carburetor because I couldn't feel it with my hand. So that told me that the fuel line was clogged. So then I removed the whole carburetor, and that's what I'm fixing to show you right here. So to remove this carburetor, you just pull this filter off. You're going to need 7mm and 8mm socket set. Now all the bolts are 7mm except for two of them. Two of them are 8mm. This one's 8mm and this one's 8mm right here. This is 7mm right here, and then there's one down here that's a 7mm, and then the ones on the bottom of the carburetor bowl are 7mm. So you undo these four right here, these four bolts. This plastic thing comes off, and once you do that, you can pull your carburetor off. Alright, when I lift this float, see this rod that's right in the center of it? That's what lets the fuel through. That's where your fuel comes out of, is that this center rod right here in the middle and the bottom. So when it's lifted like this, when the float's actually down like this, fuel goes through it. Then when the bowl fills up with fluid, it floats up like that and it closes it. So anyways, I think this is getting gummed up and stuck. Alright, I cleaned the carburetor with this carburetor and choke cleaner stuff. It got all the residue out of the bottom of this right here. It's clean. And I use this shop towel to clean it or wipe it down. Now, in order to clean this jet right here, this little thing right here, in order to clean it real good, what you want to do is you want to take your can of cleaner and you want to get the straw and you want to stick it right up against it like that. You want to, let me focus, but you want to get it like that. You want to have the straw right up on it like that and spray it, but close your eyes and make sure you're wearing some safety goggles or something because it'll spray in your face. But you want to have it right up on it like that when you spray it, and it'll give it real high pressure and clean it real good. Alright, now watch whenever I spray the carb cleaner through there. See, it came out through that hole. So it come out through this hole right here. This is what was clogged. That's really what had to be cleaned real good. Also, whenever you're cleaning this jet over here, you're gonna stick the nozzle right up against the jet. You can see how I got it cleaned real good. So you want to stick the nozzle right up against that jet so that the fluid goes inside this plastic housing here. And I believe it'll come out. I believe the fluid comes out down in here. When you spray it through the jet, I believe it comes out through here. But anyways, so you want to clean the jet real good. And then you want to make sure you can shoot fluid through this and then put this back together. Now, in order to put this floater back in, you got this little plug right here, and there's a little black rubber stopper on the very tip of it that goes on the tip of it right there. So that slides in the hole first with the rubber thing on it, and then you're going to put this on next. Now when you remove this floater, so it has that metal push rod, all you do is grab the edge of it with a pair of pliers and pull up on it on both sides. And it snaps into place and snaps out. So when you install this, you're going to take that little plug right there, and you're going to slide him on the bottom of that right there like that, and then you're going to stick him in the hole and place him into position. And there it just snaps into place. You can see how these clips clip in there. Alright, I'm going to show y'all how to tell if the carburetor's fixed, if it'll flow fuel. Okay, now I pulled this float out and I cleaned it and everything, and I put the float back in there. Now here's how it works. I'm going to blow on it, and when this is closed all the way down, I can't blow air out of it. And then when it's open like this, I should be able to blow air through it. So here we go. So that's how I know it's working. That's how I know it's flowing fuel now. But it was stuck. First thing you need to do when you put this carburetor on is you got to reattach the throttle cable. And then this basically slides on there like this. It just slides into place. But first I got to connect this throttle cable up here. Now you can see I got this throttle cable right here attached. So now I can go ahead and push it into place. Fuel line's in the way. It basically just snaps on there, just pushes on. Alright, I reconnected my fuel line right here. I still got to do my hose clamp. And then whenever you push this carburetor on, you want to make sure there's no gappage right there. Make sure it's pushed all the way on. And the next thing for me to do is put this plastic cover on. Alright, I cleaned this part up here with some engine cleaner. It didn't really get all the grease and stuff off of it, but anyways. It goes on here like this, just like that. This tube, big tube, it connects to this tube right here, coming off the top, so it slides up in there like that. Alright, I torqued all these bolts like this, just by hand, like this with this socket. That's a 7. This one down here in the bottom, he's a 7 too. So I can't turn it no more by hand, so it's tight. And these are 8s. I already got those tightened down. So the next thing is I put the air filter on there and then put the air filter cover on it and I'm done. Alright, after you get done putting everything together, check this hose right here and make sure you press it on there real tight, and it's pressed up against there real tight before you put the rest of this cover stuff. And I cleaned it off with the air compressor. Now it's time to put the cover back on. Alright, it's all fixed. So the reason this lawnmower wasn't starting is that little rubber plunger that's on that push rod of the float, it came off and it was clogging the fuel line.